This is the last interactive video session of the chapter 6 Presentation Visual Effects 2. Through this video session, we are going to discuss Module 3, and the topics of the Module 3 are: first topic is action buttons in the presentation. Second topic is how to set up a slideshow, and the last topic is saving the presentation. Finally, another topic, action buttons, we will discuss with three subtopics such as what are the action buttons, importance of using action buttons, and the steps we need to follow for using action buttons or applying action buttons in our presentation slideshow. And the second topic is how to set up a slideshow, what are the process we need to follow for setting up a slideshow, and finally what are the steps we should apply in order to save the prepared presentation slides. Let's start. Here is the page number 94 of your book. The first topic is action buttons in the presentation, and it is in the page number 95. Let us understand first the meaning of action buttons. What are they? Action buttons provide great visual cues or indications to launch an action in a presentation. Therefore, we can say in a sentence that action buttons are very much essential in order to launch an action in a presentation slides, to provide great visual cues or indications. And what are the actions that we can easily launch by using action buttons in our presentation slides, such as go to the next or a specific slide. So in order to move from one slide to another slide, or from one slide to next slide, or any specific slide in our presentation slides, we have to use or we have to take the help of action buttons. Number 2, run a program or play a video clip. This is the second most important launching function or action. We can easily perform this by using the action buttons. And third one is in order to assign actions to other objects, such as clip art, pictures, shapes, or text in a smart art graphics. Hence, we can easily say these are the three types of actions we can easily perform by using the help of action buttons in our presentation slideshows. Now come to this point. To add commands to a presentation using action buttons, follow the steps. That means if we are intending to add some types of commands to our presentation slides, then we have to use or we have to take the help of action buttons. This is the first thing we should keep in our mind. And in order to execute or perform or add the commands in the presentation slideshow, we have to follow some steps. This is the dialog box of using action buttons. In the first step, we have to go for the insert tab. This is the insert tab of the PowerPoint presentation dialog box, and after going there we will get another option, that is the illustration groups. So on the insert tab there is illustration groups, where it is look over here, this is the illustration groups. Here you will get chart icon, smart art icon, shapes, etc. Thereafter we have to click shapes drop down option. This is the shape icon. We have to click this shape icon, and after clicking you will get such kind of visualization through this dialog box. And these are the different types of action buttons, such as lines action button, rectangles, basic shapes, block arrows, equation shapes, flow chart, stars and banners, etc. So these are the action buttons we can easily add to our own presentation slides in order to perform or add some types of commands, so that we can make our presentation slides more appealing, and that will help to provide great visual cues or indications to the audience. Under action buttons, click the button shape that we wish to add. We have to pick or select any shapes of action buttons that we are desiring for. This is the first step. Now I am turning the page, and it is the page number 96. Here we will get such kind of action setting dialog box. After completion or after doing the first step, whenever we will go for the second step, that means we have to click a location on the slide, any location on the slide. In the second step we have to select, and after selecting you will get such kind of dialog box, and it will be known as action setting dialog box. Action setting dialog box. And after selecting or clicking a location on the slide, we have to drag that location to draw the shape for the button. Is it clear? After selecting the location on the slide and after finalizing the shape for the action button, we have to drag our mouse in order to draw that shape in that particular site of presentation slides. So this is the step 2, and in this dialog box we will get mouse click and the mouse over, and under the action on click there are different options we can use also. Let's move for the step 3. In the step 3, in the action setting dialog box, so this is the action setting dialog box, we have to do any one of this following. This is the either of the condition. Either we can choose this one, mouse click tab, or the mouse over tab, in order to complete the steps of action buttons, applying action buttons in our slides. In the step 3, in the action settings dialog box, we have to choose any one. Let me read out first option. To choose the behavior of the action buttons when we click it in the slideshow view, click on the mouse click tab. This is the mouse click tab and this is the mouse over tab. Now we are trying to understand the first option. This is the mouse click tab. if we click this mouse click tab, what will be happened? Our own intention should be here to choose the behavior of the action buttons when we are going to click in the slideshow. We have to click on the mouse click tab, or we can click also over the mouse over tab in order to choose the behavior of the action button when we move the pointer over it. So what is the basic difference between these two options? In order to move the pointer over the slide, or in order to click the pointer in the slide, either we can choose this one or we can choose this one to complete the step 3. For doing action buttons applications. Clear? This is the process how we can easily add action buttons in our presentation slideshows in order to give any command in our own slides. This is the page number 97, and this is the second topic of the module 3, setting up a slideshow. To set up slideshow, we have to follow these steps. After understanding this, we can easily set up any slideshow at our own convenience. In the step 1 on the slideshow, now see, in order to perform the setting of a slideshow, we have to go for the first tab, that is the slideshow tab. This is the slideshow tab, and it is in the setup group. There will be the setup group, and we have to click the rehearse timing, option. This is step 1. Once again I am repeating the same thing. Step 1 is, after moving on the slideshow tab, there will be the setup group. This is the setup group. You will get such kind of icon such as setup, slideshow, hide slide, rehearse timing, etc. icon. And after, in the setup group, we have to move or click for the rehearse timing. This is the step 1. And for rehearse timing, we have to give about 6 to 8 seconds time to each slide and then click. This is the instruction for rehearse timing. We should keep this in our mind. We should give only or about 6 to 8 seconds for each or per slide, and thereafter we have to click. In the step 2, we have to click setup slideshow. This is the option, setup slideshow. After completion of this option, rehearse timing, in the step 1, the setup show dialog box will appear. This is the setup show dialog box. After completion of the second step, this kind of visualized dialog box will appear in front of our eyes on our computer screen. So this is the second step. In the third step, just we have to click OK to apply the settings on the slideshow. One thing let me clear regarding the setting up a slideshow. This dialog box is very important. We have to understand clearly, otherwise we will not be able to apply a good sense in order to set up a good slideshow. And what are they? Look over here, there are different options such as show type option, then show options. laser pointer color, show slides, advanced slides, etc. Briefly, I would like to discuss regarding them, what are they and what is the importance of using this kind of options in setting up a slideshow. This one, show slides. There are two kinds of options, all or from. This will indicate mainly the number of slides, such as slide number 1, 2, 3 and 4. If we select all slides will be selected. If we want to select separately any slide, such as slide number 1, then slide number 5, then we have to choose this option, from. Set which slides you would like to show. So for doing or completing this information, we have to choose this option, show slides. And here there are two types of options, all options and the from options. All options means all slides will be selected automatically, and if we want to select any slide selectively, then we have to go for this option, from, because it will show the number of slides. In the advanced slides option, we can control the slides ourselves and select manually. Clear? Here there are two options, manually and using timings if present. This options is given for controlling the slides ourselves and also to select manually the slides. This is another important option. This is the show type option. Here we will get three kinds of instructions, such as presented by a speaker for full screen, browsed by an individual window, and browsed at a kiosk full screen. What are they and what they are trying to inform us? Let's understand. Choose show type. This is a show type. Now the condition is, suppose, let's assume as if we choose the first option, that is presented by a speaker full screen, then what will be happened? It will show plays in full screen and it is controlled by the speaker. That means if we choose this option, it will help to play all the slides in full screen and it will be controlled by the speaker. This is the importance of first option. In the second option, if we choose this one, browsed by an individual, then it will indicate that show will be displayed in a window. Presentation show will be displayed in a window. In the last one, browse at a kiosk, it means if we choose, then it will help us to understand. We can easily play our own presentation shows in full screen, but is self-running. Automatically it will be run through. There is no control to the individual viewing it. If we choose the third option, there will be no control of the individual viewer. It will be automatically played. This is the striking characteristics of third option. Now coming to this last option, show options. There are 4 other types of instruction. If we choose loop continuously, unit escape. Another option, show without narration. Third option, show without animation. And the last one is disable hardware graphics acceleration. Here we will get pen color, laser pointer color. let's try to understand show options. So for show options, if we choose the first option, this one, loop continuously unit until loop continuously until ESC escape, then what will be happened? Looping continuously, which will repeat the slide show until you press the escape key. Is it clear? Until we are going to press the escape key. If we choose looping, then looping means it will continuously repeat the slideshow until we are using the escape key. That means without any pause, it will repeatedly be played and played without any interruption. Disabling narration and animation from playing during your show. And another striking features of this option is disabling narration and animation from playing during your show. So whenever we are going to display our own show, if we use this option, then it will help to disable narration and animation from playing. Now the last option is we can easily change the default pen and the laser pointer color. This is the default laser pointer color, that is the red. We can easily change this one by clicking over here. If we click over here, we will get different types of colors of the laser pointer pen, and we can choose any one. And finally we have to click OK, then the setting up a slideshow will be done. This is all about regarding the setting up a slideshow, and following this kind of instructions we can easily set our own slideshow. The last topic of this module 3 is saving the presentation. Yes, we can easily save our own presentation. How? For saving the presentation, we have to go for the file tab. We have to click the file tab, and if we click the file tab, thereafter such kind of dialog box will be opened, saving as a file PowerPoint 2013 show, and we have to choose save as option for the PowerPoint presentation. And in this dialog box you will get PowerPoint show option. This option, PowerPoint show, we have to click this one, and finally save. Then the documents will be automatically saved. Now come to this point. .pptx is the default file extension for saving presentation in PowerPoint 2013. It is very important, we should know about this. .pptx is the default file extension for saving presentation in PowerPoint 2013. If I ask you what is the default file extension for saving presentation, answer is .pptx, whereas .ppsx is the show mode extension. First one was the default file extension for saving, but .ppsx is the show mode extension in the PowerPoint 2013. It opens the presentation in slideshow mode. When the presentation ends or you manually exit using the escape key, PowerPoint 13 will also quits itself. This is the whole discussion of the chapter number 6, Presentation Visual Effect 2, through module 1, 2 and 3. Thank you.